Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever in the world you're joining me from. Good evening, good evening. I'd like to welcome you this evening to this seminar online, and I want to welcome you if you're joining on YouTube. Welcome. I'd like to welcome Tammy. Tammy is here. Um, on Clubhouse, and it's good to have you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I just feel so passionate about this subject, and I wanted to, share it with everyone, and hopefully that you'll be able to learn one or two things about the shining object syndrome. The shining object syndrome. Let me just give you a background of it. I it just hit my consciousness sometime this year, and because it's a personal experience. I had struggled a lot with a lot of the things that I've been trying to do, for a while, and now this is because um, if you're talking about someone who is a person of idea, that is one thing do not that I do not lack, right? So I have a lot of ideas. I'm always, having this idea. As a matter of fact, I remember a couple of years ago now, I actually was, maybe starting a business, and all I'll be doing there is, I'll kind of have an idea bank where I'll be, just exchanging ideas for money, so that some people might probably have a project, they might have money and all of that, but they do not have what they want to do with the money. So I thought that I could, begin to also merchandise ideas. That's how much, of that I have, in abundance. But then there's something that I learned in the process, which is the fact that talent is not enough. It's not enough to have ideas. And I've seen this in life, that one of the most frustrated set of people are very gifted people. Very gifted people, very talented people always feel frustrated most of the time in their lives. And and so that way I could relate with this leadership author, John C. Maxwell, when, in one of his books, he wrote, talent is not enough. So it's much more than talent. And I find out that the biggest challenge that I had, until that time, was that I had a lot of good ideas. And so tonight, I probably might just be, kind of, I might just be, undoing some things that you have held onto before now. You might find some of them a little bit offensive. I apologize ahead of time. That's not my intention to offend you, but I just want to be honest with you based on my own experience. Okay. I found out that because I am this very, gifted, talented person, I've always come up with ideas, and a lot of ideas for a lot of things. They always look so beautiful. But when I came to the consciousness of this concept, and the concept, the way it hit me was, it just hit me like, look, there's a problem here. And the problem is that every idea, no matter how good they may be, they are not meant to be pursued by you all of the time. Okay, so the point is, it's not every idea that you should pursue. So you find out that some of us are just good at seeing a great idea today, we go after the idea. Tomorrow, it is something else that is exciting you. The next 3 months, you're talking to, people within your community about a project that is just, you have this great idea that you've just, and over time, people just know you as this guy with a great idea, but never follows anything, true. And so that is a major challenge. And that's when, I discovered that this is what is called the shining object syndrome, right? So every idea kind of glitters in your face. Every idea is something that is catching your attention. Sometimes you need to not allow any other thing to catch your attention. Okay, so it's not every good idea that is good for you. It's not every great idea that you should pursue. It's not every great thought that you should follow through. Sometimes, and I want to say this, because I've also seen that people say that a lot of time people say things like, oh, I'm doing everything to be successful. I'm trying to do everything to succeed. And sometimes I tell people that this is actually the problem why you are not succeeding, because you're trying to do everything to succeed. But if you're going to succeed in life, with whatever vocation, enterprise, whatever thing you're embarking on, you don't need to do everything to succeed. You need to do only one thing to succeed. And so a lot of people don't realize that that is the secret to success. The secret to success is not trying to do everything to succeed. It's trying to do just one thing to succeed. And so a lot of people are distracted. In 2021, you had goals that you wrote down, amazing goals on paper. They look beautiful and all of that. But before the first quarter of 2021 was over, you had already discarded that idea or some of those goals to now pursue something else, because along the line, you just found out that, oh, this is the thing that people are interested in now. So let me quickly go and do that. And by the time it was mid-year 2021, you were doing something else. But everything you embarked on from January up until June of 2021, you did not follow through with any one of it. That's why you feel frustrated. That's why you feel like your life is not amounting to anything or to a lot of things, because you are not focused. You're distracted. You cannot manifest your goals in life without focus. And so I love that there's a verse of scripture that I really love, that I relate with a lot. In Matthew 6:22, it was one wise word that Jesus said. He said, the eye is the light of the body. He said, and if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. So listen to me. You know what is light? Light is illumination, right? Light is that idea that just pops up in your mind. That idea is huge, is big. Your eye is the light of the body, right? So how does your light, eye become the light of the body? It's with your eye that you envision the things that you want to do. It's with your eyes that you are able to see into the future that a lot of people can't see. It's with your eyes that you see into the world of the unseen, where you bring out the idea from. So it is the light of your body. When that idea comes in, there is something that just comes up. A light bulb goes up and you feel so excited. But it says, if your eye be single, your body will be full of light. If your eye is focused, right, your whole body will be full of light. So you need focus. A lot of the time, it is not what you don't have, that is stopping you from succeeding, but it's the things that you have that you cannot, that you're not able to use, maximize, or deploy appropriately, that is stopping you from succeeding, my friends. I remember I had this thought back in the days when I was in the university, my undergraduate days. Then I used to publish a newsletter back in school. And I remember I wrote an article about this, but there's a quote that I wrote in that book. And every time I remember, he even serves me, right, as a reminder to what I should be doing. And I wrote back then, I said, a broken focus is an enemy of distinction. You cannot have your focus broken and expect to succeed. Listen to me, see, intensity is not what gets you to succeed, my friend. It's not intensity. So you find a lot of people today, they're doing something, they put everything in, but 3 months down the line, they've abandoned it. So the secret to succeeding, to achieving your goal, is not in the intensity. It is in the consistency of following through on your goal. The consistency. How consistent are you in pursuing your goal? It's not the intensity. It's just like someone who wants to lose, weight, but then your plan is that you do your workout. You don't do your workout every day, right? Or 3, 4, 5 times a week. 3 months, you don't do any workout. At the end of the third month, you just come and you want to spend 9, 10 hours in the gym because you want to get into shape. That is intensity. You will not get into shape by being in the gym for 9 hours in one day, but you can get in shape by staying in the gym 30 minutes every day. At the end of 1 year, you will be amazed at the type of the result that you would have gotten. So this is very important. Consistency will always trump intensity. So this is something that is very important about the shining object syndrome. You can't always do that. Okay, so the point now is, how do you deal with the shining object syndrome? That is the next thing that I want to talk about. How do you deal with the shining object syndrome? If you want to deal with shining object syndrome, I'll just leave with you tonight about 2 tools. There are quite a number of them, but I'll leave with you about 2 tools, just 2, that you can use to deal with shining object syndrome. Now, don't forget, I said shining object syndrome is everything that always gets your attention to them to do something. Everything that is always looking for your attention. Everything. See, if your attention can easily be grabbed into every and anything, I am sorry to let you know that you might not succeed the way you want. Okay? So, if you're going to deal with the shining object syndrome, you must, I'm not saying you will, you must develop a personal vision statement for your life. What do you want for your life? And listen, vision is a picture of a desirable future. So your vision for your life, your vision for your life, your vision for business, for your career, your vision for your love life, your vision for your business, your vision for every area of your life, your finances, your health, right? You must be able to create what I call a personal vision statement. Because listen to me, this is the same thing, that I find myself speaking to organizations, on when I have the opportunity to do, right? So if an organization is going to succeed, you must have a compelling vision. Why do you want to be in business? So as an individual, you need a compelling personal vision statement. Now, this is the vision that keeps you grounded. Your vision keeps you away from distraction. Your vision keeps you away from the shining object syndrome. When you are focused, when your vision is intact, when your personal vision is intact, do you know what? It becomes like the sieve that takes out, right, the shaft from the wheat. Your personal vision statement becomes your filter, right? Becomes your filter. This is what happens. Your personal vision statement becomes your filter. It helps you filter out distraction. You're able to know what you want to do from what you're not supposed to be doing. Because I also see that shining object syndrome, what it does is that it depletes your energy. You spread yourself too thin trying to do so many things. You you spread yourself too thin, try to do so many things, and that is not helping you. That is not going to help you, because listen to me, you need a personal vision statement. It will keep you grounded. Your personal vision statement will keep you focused. Your personal vision statement will keep you from distraction. Your personal vision statement will keep you grounded. That is the first tool that you need to take care of the shining object syndrome. And you cannot develop your personal vision statement without the second tool. The second tool that I'll be sharing with you tonight is what I call your personal core values. What are your life's core values? So these are the two things that I'd like to leave with you tonight on this talk. Your personal vision statement and your core values. What are those values that you have? The values that you have that you will never exchange for anything, no matter how much they're offering you. I feel that somebody is taking a pause and you're wondering how can, but that is the truth. Your personal core values, the things you will never exchange no matter what. Even if you're going to starve to death, you would rather hold on to your personal core values. These are the two tools that I would leave with you tonight to help you with how to deal with the shining object syndrome. Okay, so guys, I told you tonight is going to be very short, but these two will help you. So if you're going to be able to manifest your goals in 2022, you must learn how to deal with the shining object syndrome. I'll be doing a lot of series on this from tonight. I will make more announcements and we'll be able to see how that goes. So until then, I'd like to wish you Merry Christmas.